Back again from Miss Keep a Braid to becoming a braider, and today we are still focusing on feed-ins because honestly this is something I really want to perfect before moving on to other styles. Knowing how to properly feed in hair is very important for basically everything: knotless, Fulani, stitch braids, even regular box braids. So we got to get this down sooner than later. And today we're working with a different color, as y'all already saw. Y'all got so much hair, like this doll head is gonna look absolutely insane when I finish. But honestly, I can't wait to see the difference between my very first braid and my very last braid, because the improvement is definitely starting to show already. And now I'm not gonna lie, y'all, feed-ins have really been challenging me. Not hard exactly, but definitely a challenge, especially trying to get my fingers comfortable with where they're supposed to go once I add the hair in. It's like once I start feeding the hair into the braid, I be forgetting which strand needs to go over and which strand needs to go under, and then the whole braid just starts confusing me, and I gotta start all over. Like, I legit be looking at the braid like it's a math problem, y'all. And that very first braid that I just showed, I probably restarted that braid like 8 to 10 times before I finally got it somewhat right. Like, I was getting so frustrated trying to start the braid out correctly and smoothly feed the hair in and try to keep the grip tight on the root. Everything was just getting tangled up in my fingers, and eventually I had to stop, regroup, and come back to it off camera because, baby, my hands and my brain, it's like they weren't communicating at first. But honestly, I could tell the muscle memory is slowly starting to build, because even though it's taking me a while, I'm noticing that each braid is looking a little cleaner and feeling a little more natural than before. And right now, I'm really trying to focus on keeping my grip tight, feeding the hair in smoothly, keeping the braid consistent, and training my fingers to move automatically without me overthinking each step. And I think that's the hardest part about learning something new. Like, your brain understands what you want to do, but your hand's still trying to catch up. Like, but overall, I'm really proud of myself for sticking with it, because a couple of days ago, I probably would have gave up. Like, after restarting the braid that many times. But now I'm really learning to slow down, trust the process, and keep practicing until it finally clicks. And I literally, I celebrated. When I got it in this video, baby, you probably see in the mirror behind or in front. But yeah, I was legit, it felt good when I finally got it right. And in this video, I did very little editing. Like, I kept all the times that I had to restart the braid over in this video, so y'all can literally see. And y'all could probably tell where the confusion come in too, because it's just like, I be looking like with my fingers, it's just like, hold on, where is it supposed to go? Hold on, that don't look right. Hold on, let me start this over. So yeah, this video wasn't edited how I normally cut the videos when I start the braids over. And I like working with this color hair over the black hair, because you can actually see what the strands or what the little loop-de-loops supposed to look like, and if you're doing it right. Also, going back to a little parting, because I'm kind of making like a circle around the front. I'm at the front. I noticed that when you're on the curve, your squares aren't going to be squares. They're going to be like octagons or triangles and things like that. So, yeah. And also with the gripping, yeah, I didn't focus on perfecting. Well, I didn't focus on a clean grip. Like I said, this video is primarily about feeding in the hair. So you're going to see some braids where the grip is just, baby, you could probably pull the braid straight on out. Of course you can't, but hey, it's practice, okay? And I honestly wanted to start them over, but I was just, like I said, the feeding in process, it takes me about 10 minutes on each braid. So when the braid look like it's not grip right, of course I let that ride, because like I said, it's so challenging. And it's just like, once I get that feed in right, I don't care about nothing else, baby. Let's go. I'm cooking with the gas. And I also finally understand why braiders stand up most of the time, because I be wondering, like, why you won't sit down? But standing up legit helps with the gripping process, and it probably helps with the feeding process too, because you can see where your fingers, and you can see better on the braid. You see how this braid is slipping down, and baby, I let it ride, boo. And I'm noticing that I start each braid off different. I need to get in the habit of starting each braid off the same way. And I also think it makes a difference with which way you start the braid off and how easy it will be to feed the hair in. Because once I finally got it, I think it's on the next braid right after this one, it's not this one, because this one looks good. But the next one, I ain't had to start it over as many times or had to go back as many times as I did the first 3 braids and stuff like that. I legit fed the hair in and just went on with the rest of the braid. And it finally made sense because of I noticed the way that I started the braid and how easy it was to feed in the hair just by the way I started the braid off, if that makes sense. Yeah, and I honestly been watching tutorials. I tried to put the tutorial as I was braiding, but it wasn't clicking. Like, I am a visual learner, but when I tried to put the hair between the fingers, just like the girl had it in the video that I was watching, the way she was feeding the hair in, when I tried to do it, it just didn't look right. It looks like I started the braid in the middle of the braid. And yeah, I just had to turn that off and do it my way. And eventually it'll stick, girl. So this is the braid where I feel like I got it right. I know it probably looks choppy at the top, but yeah, when I see, here we go. Boom. Blow. Ta-da! And then I was like, oh, I think I got it, girl. I started dancing in the back. Yeah, I got so excited. So yeah, and I only had to start that braid one time. I didn't have to start it over. It's gripped tight at the root. Yeah, girl, I'm telling you, like, when it clicks, it sticks, girl. But honestly, I feel like this kind of was a good thing for me to do, because I find a little solace in doing this. It's kind of like meditating. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I honestly get excited when I get it right, you know? And it's like I said, it's been in my first video, it's been a long time since I've learned how to do something from scratch. And this is just like learning how to write. So once you finally get it right, knowing that I miss Keep a Braid and I don't know the process of what they doing back there, I know the braids be coming out flawless. So I just can't wait to see how far I get with this. Like, look at that braid. I had to zoom in on that, girl. Made sure I got it right. But yeah, girl, I'm finna keep cooking because the summer is coming. Braid seasons is in full effect. The girls are bringing back traditional box braids. We've letting the knotless go. So yo, I'm full throttle with this. I ain't stopping. And the support that I get from strangers, oh, yeah, girl, I got to keep going. And I honestly thank y'all for rocking with me. If y'all have any braid tips, feeding advice, or styles y'all want to see practice next, Definitely let me know in the comments, because we're really learning everything again from the ground up. And thank y'all again for continuing to support me and watch me grow through this journey, because literally, it's literally only the beginning. And one thing I can't wait to see from this is how consistent I get with each braid, because one braid I got it, the next braid I lost it. So I just want to keep that pattern going. So this is where we at with it. Again, it's only the beginning, and I can't wait to see the end results of this doll head, just with the crazy colors, just where I'm at from the very first braid to the very last braid. Again, thank y'all for rocking with your girl throughout this whole journey. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever y'all gotta do. Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next video.